We're speaking today with Wesleyan's first-year head football coach Mike Whalen and 4 players from the Wesleyan football team, as we have with us Shea Dwyer, one of the top running backs on the squad, Nick Sierra, the starting center for the team, also Joey Jama, who's playing tight end and wide receiver, and Cipriano Yamba, one of the top linebackers on the squad. So in preparation for that home opener, Wesleyan coming off a little disappointment at Middlebury College in its opener, losing 24-21 in a very tight ball game. Coach Whalen, what were the positives and negatives that you saw from that opening contest, and what adjustments do you see for the home opener against Hamilton?
Well, I think there's a lot of typical first game mistakes that we made in terms of offensively not finishing drives and getting the ball down in scoring opportunity and coming away with no points. Obviously, that something that came back to haunt us a little bit at the end of the game. But I think that overall, our preparation was very good. Our intensity and our ability to play hard-nosed football for 60 minutes was outstanding, and you can certainly build on that and get better. So Middlebury's a good football team, they did enough to come away with the victory, and hopefully we'll learn from our mistakes and regroup this week and come back and see if we can get our first victory this season.
Excellent, Coach Whalen. We're going to speak now to Nick Sierra, the starting center and a second-team All-NESCAC choice in 2009. Nick, you were one of the integral forces in helping Wesleyan rush for 261 yards in that opener against Middlebury College. How did you see the offensive line connecting in its first game, and what do you think is going to happen when we face Hamilton, which had a pretty decent day defending against the run against Tufts University in their opener?
Well, we've been together for a while, me and the rest of the guys. So there's great chemistry on the line. We all know each other. We know some tendencies, and the new schemes are really easy to handle. They only ran a 3 front, so it's a lot on us getting up to linebackers, and I have to credit the backs because we got 2 great backs. They will bring 2 different kind of things. Like Shea is really shifty, and then you got Vince who's just hard nosed downhill, and it could run through anybody. And then you see that, and then you try to catch Shea, and it's pretty impossible. So I got to credit the backs with our good run game. I mean, we did what we had to do, but we also made a lot of mistakes. I mean, we should have ran for over 300. That's how it should have went. So.
And the beneficiary of a lot of those openings, and yes, a little shake and bake at times, was Shea Dwyer, who rushed for a career-high 119 yards, scored a third-quarter touchdown, which cut the margin to 3 points at the time. And Shea, you had an outstanding performance. You're going to go up against Hamilton, a team you had 78 yards against last year, and 60 of that on your first rush, just the second play from scrimmage for a touchdown that got Wesleyan off to a good start, as the Cardinals were up 14-0 in the first half and ended up falling to Hamilton 26-14. Reflecting on your performance against Middlebury and what you did against Hamilton last year, what do you have in store for this coming Saturday?
Well, for Middlebury, the line did a great job. Like Nick said, they've done a great job adopting the new schemes for blocking, and they did a great job getting up to the linebackers for me and Vince to get to the second level and break those long runs. Like you said, we should have had at least 300 yards rushing. A lot of that's on me. Some of those runs that were 15, 20-yard runs, I should have broken them for 40. But the thing with Hamilton is they like to crowd the box. They put a lot of guys up there. They do a lot of blitzing. So the thing is, if we can squirt through that first line and get to the second level, we should hit a lot of home runs and get a lot of big games. Like last year, like Brian said, I had that 60-yard run. The thing is, I got to the second level and I was just able to outrun everyone else. And the biggest thing is just getting to that second level. And I know a lot of confidence in our line that they'll get everyone blocked up front so I can get to that area and break them for the long run.
Terrific, Shea. We'll look forward to that certainly on Saturday. Now I'd like to turn the microphone over to Joe Giamo, who was a quarterback for the squad last year. He's been switched to wide receiver and tight end, and interestingly enough, your best play against Middlebury College was back as a quarterback as you ran a reverse and threw a 52-yard strike to our quarterback, Matt Coyne, and it helped set up a touchdown as well. So putting those pieces together, what are you envisioning for your performance coming up against Hamilton College?
Well, unfortunately, probably won't be too many trick plays for me. You know, I guess as the season goes on, we kind of used it in the first game, but it was definitely a cool opportunity and a great situation. It was kind of at a point in the game where we needed some momentum, and we've been working on it in practice, and it never really works in practice because the scout team doesn't really follow Shea. But it did happen in the game, and I was able to pull up and throw a good ball to Matt, and we got down to the 10, and Shea scored 3 plays later. So it was a nice play for us, and I'm sure we'll have some of the things in the works as the season goes on, with trick plays and everything.
Great. And now we'll move to linebacker Cyprian Oyamba, who is currently tied for the top spot in the NESCAC with 14 total tackles. He's tied with his teammate, Justin Ferez, who was named NESCAC Co-Player of the Week as a defender last week. But Cyprian, you had an outstanding performance against Hamilton last year as well. You had 8 tackles, forced a fumble, recovered a fumble, had 3 of the Cardinals' 5 sacks. So obviously you know what it means to bust into Hamilton's offensive scheme. What do you think is going to happen when we take on the Continentals on Saturday?
Well, I think it's going to be more of the same. Last year, I know they're more like spread out. This year, they're more of a power football team, fullback, just running the ball at you. So I think we have a good game plan this week. We just have to execute. D linemen, I have to credit them. They always do a good job taking up those blockers, and I just float to the ball. So just trying to do more of the same, basically.
Coach Whalen, final comments as we anticipate this home opener. It's your home opener as well as Wesleyan's head football coach. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I think that you've got 2 football teams who are 0-1 and feel like they should be 1-0. And so for one team, they're going to get their first win of the 2010 season. And for the other team, they're going to be 0-2. And we want to be the team that's 1-1 certainly, but we also know that Hamilton's going to present some great challenges for us, and we've got to have a great week of preparation. We're dodging the weather a little bit this week and not getting the normal practice time I think that we've gotten in the past, so we're going to have to be making the most of the opportunities. Today's a good day. And our preparation today is going to have to be outstanding to get ready for Hamilton. But they're a very, very difficult team to match up with their defense because they present a lot of unorthodox schemes, and it's not like going against conventional defenses that you see week to week. And so we've got to prepare and. If they're going to be in a situation where they're going to put 9 guys in the box to try and, shut down Shea or shut down Vince, which is probably what, they're going to do based on our performance last week, then we've got to be able to throw the ball and take advantage of some things that they're giving us. So, we're hopefully going to be able to execute the offense and play hard on defense. And, I think, as Sept indicated, offensively they're not real complicated in what they do, but they're very big and they come after you and try to pound you and wear you down. So we've definitely got some challenges. They're a team that beat us last year, so they're coming in very, very confident that they can beat us. And, we've got to be excited to play at home in front of our fans and see if we can get this thing back on track with a victory this weekend.
Terrific, Coach Whalen. Well, it should be a lot of excitement on Andrus Field coming up. Again, it's a 1 p.m. start, and we're assuming if you're watching this pregame information, you're tuned in for the webcast as the Cardinals, in their home opener, take on the Continentals of Hamilton College on Andrus Field, campus of Wesleyan University. Thanks for tuning us all in.